Hi everyone, today in the studio we have a very, very special guest. It's Meir Ezra. He's an international entrepreneur and the founder of the amazing organization called Guarantee Prosperity. Hi Meir.
Hi Olya, how are you?
Good, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Very nice, look at that view, unbelievable.
Amazing, Chicago.
I'm going to move to Chicago.
Oh wow, that's amazing, Chicago needs you.
Yeah, I love Chicago, it looks so nice.
Amazing, yeah. Let's start. You're such a successful international entrepreneur. You own so many companies around the world. And I also met your family. You have amazing children, you have an amazing wife. You are the founder of the Guarantee Prosperity. It's a coaching company. How do you manage all of these tasks?
Slowly. Actually, you'll see that in order to manage a big organization, you need to know exactly the technology of how to do things. When you know the technology of how to do things, you cannot become the adverse effect of that situation. So any situation that hurts you, that overwhelms you, is only because you don't know. Once you know the technology of how to do something, you will control it. So for example, let's say before man knew about how to control certain disease, the disease controlled him. Once the man took responsibility, started to learn, and look, found everything about this problem, the problem ceased to exist, which teach us that any problem, to resolve any problem, you just need to know everything about the problem, and the problem will cease to exist. So the problem of managing a big organization got to do with knowing the correct technology of how to run an organization. And this is a totally unknown technology. People never actually, if I ask a person, how do you manage technology, an organization, they will come up with opinion, and if you ask 20 people, you get 40 opinions at least, which means they don't know.
Wow, you seem to be a very, very, very smart man. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm an Israeli. You can hear from the accent. I was born in a very small city in Israel. Grew up, went to the Israeli army. I was a diver in the Israeli army. A special unit, done 6 years, went to the Far East and started a business. And I became successful very fast, but I understood that it's not easy. It's just like not easy. And I started to think, why is it not easy? And I started to learn and read and figure out. And I figured out the unbelievable thing, that businessmen don't know about business. When they're successful, it's totally by mistake. And when they are not successful, it's also by mistake. And no one actually figured out the actual technology, the step by step. You do this, you do this, you do this, that's what will happen. For example, you take a business and you ask them, do you manage by statistics? They say, yes, we do. I say, good, show me. They don't have it. They cannot even define what statistic is. They don't know in how many ways a statistic can behave. So a statistic can behave in 6 ways, they don't know. Ask anyone in the street, go to the top businessmen in the world, and I worked with top businessmen from BP in South Africa to Motorola in Israel, to small businesses, big businesses, one-man company, big companies. No one that didn't learn, actually, didn't sit down and actually figure it out or study and learn the technology, doesn't know, they're just guessing. And so in the past 150 years, there's only about 1,000 companies that survive, and at the same time, 88 million companies that went bankrupt.
Wow.
Percentage-wise is like nothing, which means 100% people don't know, but they think they know, so they don't look.
Wow. So now, besides having your own companies around the world, then why did you decide to start a coaching company called Guarantee Prosperity?
Very simple. I saw people that don't know, and I realized at one point that the only value a person has is in how many people he can help. And if I don't help people, sooner or later my life will become miserable, because life is connected. And I do business with other businessmen, and I saw they don't know. And there's so many problems in business. And there's so many problems in life. And actually when I help businesses, I never help the business. I help the individual. Once the individual has been helped, he fixes his business without too much help from me.
And what is the main goal of your organization?
Well, I want to bring, our purpose is to bring a golden age of prosperity to businesses around the globe. And by that, bring about a new civilization. This is a big, big purpose. And, but I know that it can be done easily, because if you affect 10,000 people, those people will affect enough people which will change the whole world.
Wow, amazing. That's a great mission. And what exactly are you teaching at your seminars?
Well, we start with teaching, so there's a cycle of action which is start, change, stop. Okay, this started at the Veda. You see that people talked about start, change, stop. That's a cycle of action. A person born, grow, and die. You will see that you start by being ethical. Then you can apply technology and improve technology, and then you have what you want to have as an administration and money, etc. So if you don't have money, the source is that you are not ethical.
Wow.
So the first thing we do, we fix the ethics of the person. And most of the people will tell you, well, I am ethical. And you ask them, what does it mean to be ethical? Cannot define it. They don't know. They mix between ethics and justice and moral code and moral, and it is a whole mishmash. They just don't know. So we put an order, we get the person to be ethical, then we teach him how to run a business, what's the technology of running a business, and the result is always money. So we say that once we teach you how to do, we will guarantee the result. You do what I'm telling you to do, I will guarantee the numbers. So when I got to coach someone, I will sit with him, look at the situation, look at his numbers, look at where he wants to be. We will define the numbers and how long it will take, and I will guarantee the result. If the result is not there, he does not need to pay me. Nothing.
Wow. That's amazing. So you're the only one coach that guarantees results out there.
I actually guarantee result regardless of your action. It's not that I guarantee result if you do 1,000 push-ups per minute, because it's useless, yes? I guarantee result regardless of what you'll do. My job is to get you to do. If you didn't do it, my problem.
I see.
Because if I know what I'm talking about, I should be able to cause you to do what you need to do.
You are teaching entrepreneurs, and most of your students are entrepreneurs and business owners. So what is the most important fact that those entrepreneurs need to know while running their own business?
The first thing you need to know is that there's one thing that's worse than dying. If I tell you to do that or to die, you always choose to die. And what this thing, at the beginning it sounds almost illogical and people don't agree with that, but they very quickly do agree. You never say you are wrong. You say you are wrong because, or you are wrong but. You always have an excuse to why you are wrong. I didn't know the gun was loaded. I didn't see the car coming from here. If I had more money, I would do better. This guy cheated me, that's why I failed. And there's endless amount of excuses. So because a person cannot say sorry, because a person cannot say that he is wrong, he cannot improve. So to improve, you need to realize that something you don't know. Now, how do you know that you don't know? If the result is not what you want, you don't know. No other reason. If the result in the physical universe is not what you want, you don't know. There is no other reason, because the moment that you know, you'll do it. You take two people, bring them to the same business, exactly the same business. This guy create a mess. This guy create a huge success. You take Apple. Apple is the same Apple. Before Steve Jobs, it was like a mess. You put Steve Jobs in and woo, you take him out and who knows what happened. So it's what the person know. It's not the company, it's not the market, it's not the product, it's the person. The person creates the business and not the environment create the person. So the moment that you know that, and the moment that you can admit that you don't know, you will open the door to knowing. What's worse than being blind is being blind and you think that you can see.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's
That's
just,
well.
yeah. And so if you know that you don't know, you'll start on the road to improvement. As long as you don't know that you don't know, you will justify and you will be sick in a very, very unbelievable disease that called, of course, excuse sclerosis. You will give excuses from here to eternity. And the problem is that when you have a problem and you give an excuse, it's the problem do not stay the same size. The problem grows. Okay. It's not staying the same size. Mm-hmm. Nothing stays the same in this universe. It's either grows or becomes smaller. When you act incorrectly, when you don't know and you act, mm-hmm. the result will be a bigger problem.
So how about all of those other people, like they don't know you? There are probably like thousands of entrepreneurs out there that they don't know about you. So how they can find more about you?
Well, they can go to Guarantee Prosperity Int, like international.com, mm-hmm. or they can simply email me at Meir@meirezra.com. So Meir, M-E-I-R, at Meir Ezra, E-Z-R-A.com, and I always answer.
Yeah. I have been to so many of your seminars, mm-hmm. and there was not even one seminar that I didn't hear a joke. So could you tell us a joke?
Ah, yes, of course. Let me give you a joke. So there was this child, and he's in a class, and the teacher asked him a question. And she said, there are 3 birds on a line, and a hunter came and shoot one of the birds. How many left? So Johnny picked up his hand, and he says, none. Mm-hmm. The teacher said, no. 1 got hit, 2 left. So Johnny said, no, teacher, 1 got hit, the other heard the noise and they ran away, so mm-hmm. None. So the teacher said, you know what, Johnny, it's not what I meant, but I like the way you think. So the lesson continued, and Johnny came up and he picked up the hand and he said, hey, teacher, can I ask you a question? And the teacher said, of course, that's why I'm here. So Johnny said, well, you know, teacher, there are 3 women. One is licking an ice cream, one is sucking an ice cream, and one is biting an ice cream. Which one is married? So teacher get all embarrassed, and she said, the one that's sucking the ice cream. So Johnny said, no, the one with the ring, but I like the way you think.
Great, amazing. Meir, thank you very much for that you came to our studio. And once, if you'd like to know more about Meir, please go to www.meirezra.com or www.guarantee/prosperity.com, and also you can sign up for Meir seminars, and we'll hope we will see you next time when you are in the seminar.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.